Hello, I'm HLNA, a fractal personality designed to be your guide. Just listen to me and you won't get yourself killed. Probably. I'm your list.
Hello everyone, Leo here, and this is the 25th episode of ARK 2, arksurvivalevolved. I'll be using my voice to summarize this episode for 3 reasons. Number 1, it's quicker than typing out subtitles. Number 2, I didn't record this episode with my voice originally. And number 3, this episode isn't canon, but I'll explain that later. We started off by spawning in the ocean biome to collect our stuff from a mission dispatcher, and we're off. Pretty quickly, I noticed a glitch involving the glitches of Genesis Part 1, in which none of them would give me hexagons. I never solved this problem, and I'm going to assume it's a single-player glitch. I started off my Genesis adventure by doing a few hunt missions, but these missions suck and it was really difficult finding all the tracks. The tracks seemed to end randomly, so I cancelled this mission. I then got to see the hilarious battle between an ARK edition Dinosaurs and a Baryonyx, in which the Baryonyx exited the Earth's atmosphere after taking a tail swipe. I didn't get to record the tail swipe itself, but here's how far the berry flew. Absolutely incredible knockback on that tail attack. I then did an escort mission. Home is where the pouch is, which I remembered was pretty easy and gave insane loot, and I was right. I did the gamma and beta for this mission using my giga. I did the Rhino 500 next, which was a janky mess, but I did beat gamma. These race missions really suck. I did another mission. This one was one hell of a treasure hunt, which involves killing an alpha X triceratops, which doesn't spawn in the actual game, collecting its skull and making a run for it while basilisks and X-Rexes swarm you. Decent mission, honestly, pretty fun, and I used Anakina to beat it, my car. And finally I get to rant. I tried to bog beatdown on Gamma, and I was pretty much destroying all the enemies, and then I got knocked out. You'd think they reworked the game's awful torpor system for this mission, considering this is literally a timed mission, and getting torpor locked will result in the time running out eventually, but no. I'd have to wait 30 minutes for the mission to end because the enemies kept reapplying torpor. I obviously didn't have the time for that, so I woke myself up with a command, cancelled the mission, and called it a loss. I did it again, this time learning from my mistakes, and I beat the mission. Also, this is the first time I've beat the Broodmother in the series, which is pretty neat.
That's how it's done, huh? Hunter 1, prey 0.
Next I did Dodo Ball and Gamma. Again, this is a really janky mission, but with sucky rewards too. I then ran into this mess. I think it's a snow golem, but I don't know why it's so glitched up. It might be a glitch caused by a mod or something. Next, I entered a Ferox cave to tame a Ferox. I found a decent level male and tamed him. Outside the cave, and pretty much just in the wilderness, I found a female to tame too. With a pair of Ferox, I was feeling pretty good, so I went after a pair of X-Rexes, which are just way cooler Rexes that are harder to knock out. I love their design. They kind of look like a rare species of the Rex if Rex was a Monster Hunter monster, minus any actual changes to their AI or anything. I also found this beautiful blue Carcavinator, and it was out of the ground, but it looked like Garuga had updated the Carcavinator so that arrows no longer affect them, unfortunately. It used to be that arrows could only knock them out while they were above the ground, but it doesn't appear to work at all now. And then I lost everything. Basically, I couldn't find my basilisk I left in the snow biome with all my mission loot. I looked for its coordinates on Larkator, and it just seemed to be in the mesh. Alright, I thought I'll use Ghost to get in there, pull my basilisk out of the mesh, and then we can leave the biome. However, the game decided to just kill me using anti-mesh while I had Cheat's infinite stats and God on. And again when I tried a second time. My body fell into the mesh where nothing could get it out, and the Ferox on my shoulder died instantly too. Then, with some patrolling, I realized my basilisk never was in the mesh. It was hiding due to ARK's awful coordinate system. So I had two choices. leave everything behind, including my X-Rexes, the female Ferox, Giga, Anakina, and my Maywing, along with all the loot in my inventory, or consider this episode non-canon. Reset the game to the point before I had went to Genesis Part 1, the last time I had backed up the save, losing my X-Rexes, my Ferox, and all my Genesis loot, but nothing else. Choice was clear. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this miserable episode. I'm not a big fan of ARK anymore because of the garbage you'll pull on you that completely ruins the fun of the game, but I'm currently looking for a Rhinognatha to tame for a future episode, and I've recorded a Scorched Earth special, which will come out in the next couple weeks, probably. I don't know, I just hate ARK.